guys, today we're going to talk about Tithibhasana, the ways to get in and out of the postures. If you're not familiar with the postures or if your hips are a little bit tight, sometimes it's good to spend some time in some yin postures, just working on opening up your hips. So to start, I'll talk you through the posture really quickly, and then we'll go through the variations. So you separate your legs maybe about the width of the mat, and then you try to walk your hands back. If your hips are a little tight, sometimes it helps to bend the knees a lot to get the hands back. Now the further you get your hands back, the easier it's going to be. So you want to bend your elbows so that you've sort of got weight to sit. So as you tip the weight over towards your arms, you turn your arms into a C. And if your hips aren't that flexible, you can just keep the knees slightly bent. Okay? Otherwise, if you are quite flexible, you want to work on strengthening the legs and extending them forward. Okay? Now, if you weren't able to come into that, having a couple blocks will make things easier for you. So you take the blocks behind the arms, or behind the legs. You press your hands into the blocks so that they're almost there to help lengthen your arms. You do the same thing. Tip the weight over towards the hands. Maybe lift one leg at a time and see how it feels. And again, if you've got flexibility in the hips, just go ahead and extend the legs straight. There are also different variations of coming in and out of the postures, which I'm going to show you next. So now that you've got the hang of coming into the posture, there are ways of coming into it. Okay? You can just step the feet into it from your vinyasa. So if you're stepping into it, you step the feet around the hands, and then you take the hands underneath the legs, sit your hips down, come into the posture. You want to challenge yourself a little bit more. You can actually jump into the posture. Now, it's much easier than it sounds. All you have to do is tip the weight over towards the hips so that the feet don't touch the ground. And it just takes a little bit of commitment coming into it. So from your downward facing dog, you bend the knees, inhale on the way up, tip the weight over towards the hips, and keep the feet off the ground. So bend the knees, inhale, and then extend your legs straight. Okay? Now to come out of the posture, I like to bend one leg at a time. It just makes it easier. So you bend one leg, tip the weight over, bend the other leg so that you're in Bakasana, and then from there you just step or jump back. And there you have it, the different variations of coming in and out of Tithibhasana. And remember, it's always a good idea to do some warm-ups before you come in to the posture so that you're not injuring yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully see some of you guys next week. Bye!